Hey everybody, this is Melissa and I'm coming back for part 2 of my video. If you watched my previous video, either on my YouTube channel, my Facebook, or my TikTok, we're on the second part of our video trail. If you follow my first video on my YouTube channel, TikTok, or my Facebook, I've already uploaded it. This is part 2. I wanted to do 2 separate videos. We were at the Viaduct in Bedford Heights, which is a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio, and it's the Cleveland Metro Parks area. So we did the Viaduct. Now we're at Bedford Reservation, which is the other side of the Viaduct, and we're headed to the Bridal Falls. So right now this is the chart going. And I got my other dogs back there. We've been hiking with them all day. The first location we went to, I just wanted to let that video be the sole video so it wouldn't be a long video. So I'm doing a part 2. It's the same day. We are hiking a different location. It's the same Cleveland Metro Parks area. It's just on the other side of the viaduct. So the viaduct was just the first set of waterfalls we saw. This is the second part called the Bridal Falls. So stay tuned and follow me. I'll be pausing in between because it is a little bit of a hike. So I'll show you the trail walking on. This is the trail that we're following on. So we are currently on the trail to Bridal Falls. Bear with me, I've had a little bit of a cold, so my voice has been going, so it might be hard to hear me. I'll try to speak up, but I'm going to pause my video in between the trail because it is a little bit of a walk. That way the video is not long and you can just kind of see the highlights and the points of where we're at. So if you are in Ohio and you're not familiar with the Cleveland Metro Parks area, I believe there's 18 different areas to hike, from what my understanding is, and several different focal points of these areas in distinguished places. So I'll have to put a link on my YouTube channel with this video that'll link all the metro parks. So if you're living in Ohio and you're not familiar with this area, it's in Bedford Heights, Ohio, and it's called the Viaduct. Is the first location we went to, so catch my first video. This video, we're just on the other side of it, called Bedford Reservation, and right now we're headed to an Overlook, and we're also headed to Bridal Falls is where we're headed right now. So the first location was the Viaduct. The second location is gonna be Bridal Falls. So I got these two, and then the two trailing back there. I'm not sure why they're trailing back there, but it's a little bit of a walk. So I'm going to pause this in between until we get to the destination. As I stated before, I had a little bit of a cold, so I'm a little bit hoarse. I'm losing my voice, so just bear with me. But it's really nice back in here. It's a nice, cool, wooded area. It's a nice place to hike. You can horseback ride, and you can even mountain bike back here, or ride your bikes, or just walk like we're doing because we have the dogs. So if you just want to do some hiking and see some nature and preserves and waterfalls, this is the way to go. So if you're just joining, I'm live in Ohio. I'm in Bedford Heights. We're walking the Cleveland Metro Parks. The first video, as I stated, you could catch on my YouTube, my Facebook. It's the Viaduct. This one is to Bridal Falls. And they're coming up on my left. I'm going to get a picture of them coming up. Sorry, my dogs are pulling me. Sorry, my dogs kept pulling me, and I'm trying to get a picture, and they got to learn to not pull as we're walking. They get anxious. So they got spoiled today so far. They downed probably like 2 bowls of water. We got some ice in their water, and they even had an ice cream break. But it's not very warm out, so it's a good hiking day for our dogs because it's not humid, it's not warm. The sun actually just came out. Our first hike, we had a little bit of chill and a little bit of cloudiness, but this one, it's you're kind of in the wooded area, and I'm going to camera around, so you stay cooler back in here. This one is a little bit of a longer hike than our first location we went to. Viaduct Park, if you want to stop there first and not have such a long walk, I would suggest that. This one is a little bit of a walk. I'm not really sure, like there was a big parking lot back there, and that's where we stopped and parked. I will know as we get closer and closer if you can drive and park up closer, just so you have that before your trip out here. This is just to give you information if you are like me and you like to search for waterfalls all over the states. I don't just do Ohio where I live. We actually go out of state. We've gone to Pennsylvania. We've gone to New York. Of course, Niagara Falls. So we just love the beauty of the waterfall. It's so peaceful. We like the hike to it, the sound of it as you're walking. And that's why we do a lot of these. So I'm going to pause this till we get a little bit closer. But it is beautiful back in here, and it's very comfortable. It's not busy whatsoever. There's not a lot of people on the trails today. You can picnic in both locations. This one has a bigger picnic area. We did see a lot of people picnicking. There are a lot of local places such as gas stations nearby if you want to stop and get like a Polar Pop or any snacks for your trail. And it is dog friendly, obviously. They do carry the disposable bags for the dogs to clean up after them. As you can see, we're still walking, so I'm going to pause this till we get to the destination. That way the video isn't so long. I did want to come on too and let you know that in the beginning of each park area where you park, there are maps. So it will guide you to where the entrance of your trail begins, whether you're walking, biking, horseback riding, or even if you want to drive from each destination. This reminds me a lot of Hocking Hills in a similar way, just how the parks have different sections to them. Cleveland Metro Parks has 18 different hiking zones. I call them hiking zones because they're all over. They're spread out throughout Cleveland and the suburbs. So Bedford being one of them, Chagrin being another one of them, Cleveland, of course, Garfield Heights. So I will try my hardest to download the list so that in case you want to come out and you want to do multiple other than the ones that we went to, or if you want to start in a different location, you can. These are just some that's a little bit closer to us. And I'm going to pause this because we're hiking to Bridal Falls, and it is a little bit of a walk. So I think we're coming close to our destination. It's been a long walk. You can drive down this road, but I don't think there's an exact place to park closest to the hike part of it. We are headed to Bridal Falls. This is the other side of the viaduct, which is in my previous video that we did. It's posted on my YouTube channel under Melissa's Keto Kitchen and More. I did post it on my Facebook, but I didn't post it on my TikTok because you can only do 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a view. So this is the view right here, and we're crossing over to the bridge. So I think we're coming close to our destination of where the waterfall is. It's called Bridal Falls, and there's also an overlook. So I'm just going to get some pictures as well. So I'm going to continue on our journey, and I will be back on video in just a few moments. So if there's glitches in my video, it's because I'm pausing in between, just due to the fact that it is nearly a 3-mile walk. It's about a 2.7 mile walk, my husband said. because we wanted to ask somebody who's familiar with the place to make sure we are going the right way, because if it was just him and I, it wouldn't be a big deal, but we do have 4 dogs. And before anybody Karen's on my video, yes, they have water, and they had like 2 bowls of it, as well as ice cream. So here's a sign that says a one-way trail. It tells you, and there's a map. So we're headed shortly there soon. So I just want to show you more of the trail. We are still hiking there. We did stop and ask somebody just to make sure we're on the right trail. We also looked at the little map, and we are headed in the right direction. So as I stated before, if you see some glitches in the videos, because I paused in between so that I don't make this a long video. But we are still walking there. It's about a 2.7 mile walk from the picnic area. This is the main road, but I don't think there's an actual place that you can just stop and park. I mean, I suppose you could probably park on the side. I haven't seen any state highway patrolmen or anything like that, but that would be at your own risk, obviously. I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't seen any signs that says don't park. So if you do have an elderly or a handicapped person, you probably could. But from the picnic area where we actually first began our journey, it's close to a 3-mile walk. So it's a hike. So we brought plenty of water for the dogs. We actually stopped at Circle K and got more bottles of water, and the lady let me get a cup of ice for them. So, but it is cooler in here, you can see that. So I wanted to come back on my video. As I stated before, I do pause in between because it is a long walk. I forgot to mention before that there are benches along the way if you need to sit and take a break. But as you can see, you're sort of in a shaded area as you're walking the pavement. So it is a pretty smooth walk. And then you got these little bench areas to sit at if you want to stop and take a breather. There are picnic areas as well. And before you come into the park, there are some places such as Walgreens, CVS. There are some restaurants, gas stations, so if you want to fill up or get something to eat or drink, or to bring snacks and beverage, such as we did for ourselves and the dogs, you could do that. We did stop and get them ice cream prior to this video. But I just wanted to come on and let you know that information as well. And once again, bear with me. I am losing my voice. I did have a little bit of a cold this past week. And I think with just trying to clear my throat and cough, my voice has been going. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Oh, and also there's some butterflies. If you wondered what that was a butterfly that flew right in front of me. So I'm going to pause this until we actually get to the destination. Okay, so we're at the destination. Well, I should say the entrance of it. Okay, so FYI, in the future, you can park here. We just didn't know that, so we walked from their picnic area. So this is Cleveland Metro Parks Bridal Vale Falls parking area and Bedford reservations. So this is where you want to come and park. We ended up walking. I mean, we don't mind the walk, but with 4 dogs, it would have been nice to have their water bowl closer.
Good. Have a ride.
So I may stay back here with the dogs and let my husband get the car because he can walk faster. My knee's been bugging me today. But we are at the entrance. Okay, so you park over there and the trail is directly across the way. And here's the entrance. Okay, so across the street from where I showed you where to park is the trail to take you right down to the falls. And then if you walk a little bit further down, that's where the Overlook is. So we didn't know we could park right where this was. We thought we had to walk it. So but you can park here. And then when you park here and you go down to the falls, like I said, the Overlook is kind of like right next to it. You could feel the dampness in the air, so you know that we're near the waterfalls. But it is called Bridal Falls. So here's the entrance. to go down the steps to the waterfalls. It doesn't look steep, but there are a lot of steps. And you can get some breaks in between if you just want to stand and do pictures or take a breather. So here's some of the view of the little creek. Here's some of the view on the way down. This is the creek that leads to Bridal Falls. So here's some of the creek. Just a little bit of the creek on the way down to Bridal Falls. So you get a little bit of a better view than just a path.
Oh, you gotta get out of it. All right, quit.
So don't make the mistake that we made by not parking close enough, because it is a long walk if you walk from the picnic area. But they do have parking right across from Bridal Falls, and we made the mistake of not finding that out first. Here's another view. We hear other doggies in the area. It is a dog-friendly park. They do offer crap bags for dogs. I hope you guys can hear me. My voice is going, but I'm doing the best I can. I don't want to strain it too much. Here's some of the trail. Here's another part. Look how beautiful this is. So it starts up here underneath the bridge that we came down.
Yeah.
And it goes on down here. Now, if my video cuts out, it's because I'm only at 10%. I might have to let my phone charge. So a little bit of an observation deck up here. Really nice. Get a cool view from over there. All the way down there. And a little bit of the creek down there. Now we're going to continue on to the trail. Hey guys, we are concluding the end of our day of our hiking up in the Cleveland Metro Parks area. I think I officially lost my voice, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I was trying to preserve it as much as possible. So the first video I did was at the Viaduct, Bedford, Ohio. And it was the Cleveland Metro Parks. And the second video that I did that will be also uploaded on my YouTube is the Bridal Veil waterfall. So now we're at the Overlook, or at least one of them. So I'm going to turn the camera around. This is an Overlook view. I don't know if this is the correct Overlook view, because we're supposed to have the Overlook of Bridal Veil showers, the falls. So I think we're not at the right Overlook, but this is one of them.
Okay, and it makes that little curve where you go over the bridge to Garfield.
So that was the Overlook. We just talked to a gentleman. This is the Bridal Veil Overlook. You're not really overlooking a waterfall. You just have a great view. So this concludes this part of the park, but we are off to our next adventure. I don't know if we're going to take the dogs home, if we're going to make a pit stop for another waterfall before we head home. I about lost my voice. These dogs are pooped. But if it's not too far, we'll make a pit stop. Follow me in the next adventure, in the next video. My YouTube channel is Melissa's Keto Kitchen and More. So keep following our adventures throughout the summer.
Get it back.
It'll be my husband and my 4 fur babies. So I hope you enjoy these videos that I uploaded. There's 2 from today. If you do end up going to the other location, I will make a 3rd video, but I will let you know. And hopefully I'll find a way to link them all together. You have a great day. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. So stay tuned. We are off to our next adventure. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Melissa's Keto Kitchen and More, for more adventures. So anyone's traveling with their fur babies or even without, and you're just looking for a quick hike, if you like hiking or just a nice quick walk, horseback riding, or even biking. You can either walk, horseback ride, or bike, or even picnic. You can drive to certain locations. So if you're looking for a nice day out with your partner, friends, or even your fur babies, these 2 videos would be it. I hope I was able to help somebody to find a good location, and I hope these videos help you. It's free, so it's something to do, and it is a cooler day, so it's something to do. It's cheap, and it's really nice, and you get to see the nature and the preserves all up in the Cleveland Metro Parks area. We are coming from you live from Bedford, Ohio. See us on our next adventure. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Please support under Melissa's Keto Kitchen and more. Thank you. Have a great